Cowboys win because, Cowboys lose because? Who would like to kick it off?
I'll kick things off, Alec, if that's okay with you, man.
Of course.
There you go. Cowboys win because they are able to hold the center of Detroit's universe in check, and that is Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yep.
Jahmyr Gibbs is he's everything that starts their offense. Play action. You have to limit yourself as a defender on the front line because you can't just say, I'm going to go blow past this offensive tackle, then go get Jared Goff, because Jahmyr Gibbs could run right by you. And so if the Cowboys can contain him, they have the best chance to win. Make them one-dimensional, put them in a situation where they have to say, you know what, we got to throw. Now Jared Goff's in back in passing, and he's not very mobile. Quinnen Williams on the I'm telling you, go watch it before the game tonight if you get a chance. I mean, Tolo and watch at the same time. I don't know how you're going to do it, but good luck.
You figure it out.
But go hear Quinnen Williams talking about, man, I would miss so many sacks against Patrick Mahomes there. He wants to make up for what he lost in that game. And all the rest of the guys were talking about it too. So they all know Clowney got his, and now they all want to go get theirs. So, yes, stop Jahmyr Gibbs, and you win this game.
Alec, what say you?
I actually like something that Corey said, and for me, Cowboys win because Jared Goff has to drop back more than 35 times in this game.
Ooh, I like it.
And if you look at some of the numbers, he typically doesn't win games where he's attempting more than 35 passes. There are a couple sprinkled in throughout here and there, but you see that the run game is, like Corey said, the center of their universe. In games where he is dropping back less than 30 times, they are pretty much perfect. I see maybe one loss where he attempted 29 passes against Kansas City, but other than that, they usually win games where their run game is working. Shocker. It almost goes to the hits and misses thing that Corey has been running for a couple years now. It's almost like he knows a thing or two. But there are opportunities to get after Jared Goff in this game, especially if you do what Corey mentioned. If you take away the run game from them, what have we been talking about all week? How beat up that offense is. Not only are they thin in the receiver room because Amon-Ra St. Brown is likely not going to play in this game. Sam Laporta has been injured for most of the season now. But G-Bag was kind of joking yesterday about name a Lions receiver. You probably can't. And not only that, if you want to keep talking about injuries, both of their tackles are questionable for this game. Whether they play or not, they are going to be a little bit beat up. They're going to be a little bit unhealthy going into this game, and their offense is prolific whenever they're all healthy. Jared Goff, when he has elite protection, can look like an elite quarterback. He's probably not going to have that tonight. So take away their bread and butter, like Corey said, but if you make him drop back more than, 35 times or so, you're going to win this game.
I don't want to discount David Montgomery in that conversation either because of what he's capable of, but you eliminate half of that running game, and you're doing pretty good for yourself.
Yeah, and you know what? Honestly, I think I'm going to kind of go along with a lot of the same reasoning that y'all just had in terms of why the Cowboys win. And you just mentioned something right there, Alec. Questions about the tackles and questions that you've seen across the rest of the offensive line. Mine is one of Jared Goff's major weaknesses. His lack of pocket escapability continues to get hammered tonight. So the interior of Detroit's line has not been good. You were just talking about you're concerned about the tackles as well. And you're right, Alec, they've been concerned about this all year. Tate Rutledge has he's come in there at right guard as a rookie and been meh. Mickey mentioned it earlier. Glasgow, he's failed to really replace or even come close to replacing Ragnow. So they already had issues there. And what has that led to? 20.2% of Jared Goff's dropbacks, he's been hit. Easily the highest of his Lions tenure. And that spells disaster.
Absolutely it does. No, I mean, he has to be upright. He not only is he not mobile, look how wiry that dude is too.
Yeah.
He for him to have his feet set and planted is the way he throws. Kevin, he is the one that I would say, hey kids, watch this guy throw the football. Mimic some of the things that he does because his accuracy is on point. You know, I was a big fan of his coming out of the draft.
Right.
I would have loved to do something to go up and get him. We ended up getting Dak. I'm pretty okay with that right now. But what you saw with Jared Goff is his ability to dime you downfield, and that's what he does so well. So, yeah, man, you're right. If he's in the pocket and comfortable, it's not a good night for the Cowboys.
From the 214, Cowboys win because... I'm serious, for real this time.
Swagalicious.
Jonathan Mingo has his breakout game with 4 catches for 26.
Hold on, is that the same person that used to send in the swag thing, and now they just changed their...
I think it's a different person, but that's a good question.
Yeah.
From the 817, Cowboys win because CD and Pickens ball out. Cowboys lose because they can't stop the run. Oh, no. Cowboys tie. We don't have to do Cowboys tie because the roof collapses with snow and they call off the game. But nobody gets hurt. They said nobody gets hurt.
That's terrifying. Kevin, did I go with Cowboys win first?
Yes.
Darn it. I was supposed to use that as my lose. Can I change now to Cowboys win because Cowboys win because?
Yes.
So I'm doubling up on wins.
Yeah, I'm a little I'm confused and intrigued by your hypothesis.
Cowboys win because they have more than one bread and butter.
Okay. Yeah.
Their run game is effective. And I say effective, it's not the Lions' run game. It's two different. Like, the Lions are built on explosive plays. Javonte Williams will get you 3, 6, 3, 6, Mafia all day long, all right? He's going to get those for you.
What a timely reference.
Hey, there's some Tolos out there that are like, thank you, Corey. He'll get you that. But then once you think, okay, the Cowboys, this is a run situation, Schottenheimer goes, no, this is great for play action.
Right.
And, Kevin, you pointed out how effective play action's been the last, I think you started a couple weeks ago.
Absolutely.
You're just like, dude, this play action is amazing right now. And the way that they use their play action is so different. Go watch, I don't know, I told you this morning, go watch the Cooper Beebe breakdown that Dan Orlovsky's. I don't love Dan Orlovsky all the time. I thought this was smart because he pointed out.
I promise I'm not interpreting it as such.
He pointed out how Cooper Beebe, the athleticism to be able to get out to the outside and block on chip on the edge instead of saying, hey, we're going to keep a tight end in. Now I move my center, who has nobody in front of him, to the outside, and we've blown up the pocket because our guards are so damn good.
Yeah.
I can use my center as another option out there. So that's one thing. You do have the bread and butter. You've discussed it at length, the slant pass. I can go to that anytime I want to. And now I can do things off of it. And now that's helping out CeeDee Lamb, too, and Ferguson. So, Kevin, because of play action, because Brian Schottenheimer does not just put play action and motion in there for the sake of putting play action and motion in there, because he's actually using this effectively, Cowboys win tonight.
I think you'll get a kick out of this text from the 806. Cowboys win because the high-flying offense keeps going and they contain Gibbs. Cowboys lose because Dan Campbell literally runs on the field and tries to bite off Dak's kneecap.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good thing. That wouldn't be a good thing for
I understand.
He'd probably be out of the league after that, right?
Well, see, and I was going to say, I understand that logic, and I think it is very humorous. I would think in that scenario we would be gifted some sort of forfeit victory if the opposing coach
I feel like that's a
goes out
15-yard
and attacks
personal.
your
I think that's a 15-yard penalty,
Man,
roughing the passer.
Okay.
They're like, what's the max we can do? He's been ejected, and then we assess a 15-yard penalty on a first down.
You know what? I want to institute a new thing called a super penalty. With a super penalty, you're allowed once a game to throw out a different color flag that allows you to double the usual yardage.
It's ridiculous.
For a penalty.
I love it.
I want you to think
it.
about it.
It's just
I want
ridiculous.
you to think about it.
If Dan Campbell went out and bit Dak's kneecap, that should be assessed.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. Alec, do you have a Cowboys lose because?
Cowboys lose because, gentlemen, Dan Campbell does not bite off anybody's kneecaps, but he does run wild offensively in one specific area. The Lions are 0 for their last 7 on fourth down. If he gets gutsy and he starts running fourth down plays and they're converting on you, you're in trouble. That means it's going to lead to points because it's going to build confidence. They're 0 for their last 7. They haven't been good.
2 games.
And that's 2 games.
Yeah.
They haven't been good at it, which is Corey talks about bread and butter. That has been something that Dan Campbell, for better or for worse, has been known for. And we talked about it a lot yesterday, Kevin, you specifically did, about how their defense has not been as good as people expected.
No.
So Dan Campbell, I feel like in my mind, is cornered when it comes to his offense. It's really beat up right now. It's not perfect, but can he afford against a high-scoring offense to give the ball to his defense and trust them? No. So if he goes for it on fourth down and he finds early success in it, I think that's a way to lose the game.
Now, I think you guys are going to respect this level of fandom from the 7-1-3 Cowboys win, because I haven't washed my game day shirt since the Philly game, and the Cowboys lose because we're on the road.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, if it keeps the wins coming, you deal with that stink, right?
You smell that shirt up as much as you can.
Okay.
You get stains on it. You just let it ride, baby. Just like here at Choctaw, baby. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Kevin, this morning I heard Sean and RJ and Bobby and Peyton's show. Sometimes Aiden. One time.
Us?
Yeah, sometimes us too. And they were talking about Monday night's football game and the effects of, hey, Cowboys win tonight. Aren't you feeling pretty good watching that Monday night game? Like going, all right, you guys are about to lose.
Yes.
Jalen Carter is out.
Really?
After having a procedure on both. This is according to Adam Schefter. A procedure on both shoulders.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, he's now undergoing treatment for both shoulders. Will be considered week to week to return. He wanted to be close to 100% as possible for the playoff run. But, man, that would be a significant blow to that team for that Monday night game against the Chargers, where I hear Herbert's in.
And think about, so he said.
Yeah.
But think about that. He wants to be as close as possible to 100% for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
We still have, 5 games?
You still got to get there, man.
And so that means he's hoping in 4.5 weeks he'll be 100%?
Yeah.
Well, let's just start to count backwards. Obviously out for Monday. Kind of sounds like maybe you wouldn't think he would be there the next week, and you've seen that defense can be wildly different without him.
Yes, absolutely. So, again, let's just kind of stacking things on top of each other right now, looking ahead a little bit. This is yet another reason. Look, the G-Bag always throws out desperate team theory. I think both of these teams are desperate.
Yeah.
The Cowboys, I think, kind of understand their situation and have the horses to go with it right now, which kind of really puts this playoff picture into perspective of what they can get to.
We kind of talked about this player a little bit yesterday. From the 6-8-2, Cowboys lose because Isaac Tesla has 10 catches for 150 yards and 3 touchdowns. I would also concede if that happens, you are going to lose that game.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen at all. And Broadus is right now.
He has potential.
Yeah, this defense has been. It just does seem like this team will give up. Like, who was that guy?
Yeah.
Where did he come from?
It's kind of like the Rangers' offense against pitchers this year. I'm like, that guy had like a 6 ERA coming into this game.
Or the Mavericks against some guy who has never had a season high or a career high, and they're like, tonight's the night, buddy.
Yeah.
For some reason, DFW likes to do that. The Cowboys can't have the mentality at all. Nobody gains an inch. It's remember the Titans kind of stuff. Just not this year's Titans.
Yes. Look, I hope the Detroit Lions remember those Titans and play just like that. For me, it's Cowboys lose because Sonic and Knuckles take over the game and grab all the golden rings. Look, they have both produced 50-plus yard rushing games the same game 15 times in their career.
They're good.
This is the part that's amazing to me. They have 50-plus scrimmage yards each in the same game 27 times. When they both score a touchdown in the same game, it's over. They've done it 14 times. They are 14-0.
Wow.
If you see both of them in the end zone, historically that says you are done.